Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is among the most highly anticipated movies this year, and fans have been on the edge of their seats eating up all the new trailers, footage, and movie updates. Now, Marvel Studios has announced that the tickets will be going on sale a month before the film's release. Keep on watching as we discuss the announcement and much more. First up, Marvel announces ticket sales date. Tickets for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will be going on sale next week. Not only will the film, which centers on Doctor Strange, act as a sequel to the first film, but it will also continue on with the storylines told in WandaVision, Loki, and Spider-Man: No Way Home. Despite getting delayed multiple times due to a change in the director, as well as the COVID-19 pandemic restrictions, the film is now only a month away from release and will kickstart the summer movie season. Marvel has successfully been building up anticipation for the film in a pretty short amount of time, with fans getting their first look at the film in December with a post-credit scene in Spider-Man: No Way Home. The second trailer officially dropped earlier in February with a hugely publicized Super Bowl spot that featured the voice of Hollywood and Marvel icon Patrick Stewart. The 81-year-old actor is almost definitely reprising his role as Professor X, aka Charles Xavier from the X-Men movies. It seems like Marvel is even holding off on the trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder to keep all the attention on Doctor Strange. Now, excited audiences know to mark their calendars for when the tickets will become available for purchase. Marvel Studios has revealed that the tickets to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will go on sale on April 6, 2022. This will be a month before the film's theatrical release on May 6, with the preview screening taking place the night before. The announcement was made through a short video clip on the official Marvel Studios social media pages. Now let's dive into expected sales. It'll be pretty interesting to see how in demand the tickets will be when they first go on sale. The first Doctor Strange film was a huge hit back in 2016 and grossed $85.1 million on its opening weekend. But the sequel is building on the much more increased popularity of the character from his appearances in Thor: Ragnarok, Avengers: Infinity War, Avengers: Endgame, and Spider-Man: No Way Home, which will immensely boost the sequel's box office sales. The tickets for Spider-Man: No Way Home caused several sites to crash the moment they went on sale, and given how deeply connected the two films are, it's safe to say that the audience anticipation will be at an all-time high. Next, Thor: Love and Thunder. Since the tickets for the Multiverse of Madness are set to drop on April 6th, this may indicate when the trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder is going to drop as well. Marvel Studios will likely want the trailer to go out in front of the Doctor Strange sequel, so the trailer for the fourth Thor film could be released a week after Doctor Strange tickets go on sale to spread out the hype. That is, with all eyes on one film a week. If you combine that with Moon Knight airing 4 of its 6 episodes in April, it seems like this month will be a very good one for the MCU. So what will the sequel be about? Along with the announcement for the tickets, Marvel Studios also gave us another glimpse into the sequel. But before we get into our latest peek at the film, some of you might be wondering what the Doctor Strange sequel is actually about. Marvel's first feature-length project since No Way Home, the movie will be more horror-themed and will be directed by Sam Raimi. Yes, the director of the iconic Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy. This will be his first MCU movie, but since he's dabbled with Marvel Comics before, our hopes are high. The Multiverse of Madness will follow Doctor Strange as he deals with the consequences of the events in No Way Home, in which the multiverse begins to break open. A new villain will end up appearing from the fractured multiverse as Strange deals with a number of challenges, including a chillingly evil version of himself. To help with fighting these new villains, he will enlist his old friend and Sorcerer Supreme of New York, Wong, and Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch, who we saw on Disney Plus's WandaVision, as well as a brand new addition to the MCU, America Chavez, who will be played by Xochitl Gomez. Now let's talk about a new creature. Now, Marvel Studios has shared a short new 30-second ad spot for the Multiverse of Madness. Though first it shows some familiar scenes from previous trailers, like Strange asking Wanda for help, the teaser shows off a brand new scene from the movie. In a fascinating new shot, we can see Wong and Wanda fighting on the same side as a brand new CGI monster that we've never seen before. A monster isn't necessarily a strange sight in the MCU. Just in Phase 4, our heroes have fought several CGI monsters. The most obvious example would be the Deviants, the creature from which the Eternals have sworn to protect the Earth. And the first episode of Moon Knight, which just premiered last Wednesday, has already featured 2 monstrous creatures straight from Egyptian mythology. But the creature seen in this clip doesn't seem to belong to either of those categories. Whether this monster is born from the world that already exists or comes from an alternate timeline in the multiverse still remains to be seen. Either way, it's an unusual alliance that's definitely intriguing to see, especially with Scarlet Witch involved. Speculation has been running wild about how Wanda will be involved in the events of the Multiverse of Madness. This clip does make it look like she'll end up on the side of Strange and Wong, but how that happens is a mystery. Though Marvel does have a habit of tricking viewers into thinking the villain is someone entirely different than when they go to see the actual film, the trailers seem to be deceptive, and this clip shows that everything is not exactly as it seems. Now, in other related news, Mobius suffers from an underwhelming opening. While the canon MCU won't be gracing our screens for a few more weeks, Sony made its mark on the Marvel world with Jared Leto's Morbius opening on the big screen. Finally, arriving after 2 years of delays going all the way back to the start of the pandemic, the film is definitely having an impact on viewers, and it's not a good one. Before its debut, early critic reviews predicted a potential disaster for Sony's latest Marvel entry, which came on top of it being delayed a total of 6 times. Even when you consider all the trouble stemming from the pandemic, the consensus from viewers so far is that the movie is just not good. The Hollywood Reporter revealed that Morbius opened with $5.7 million on its Thursday night opening in domestic theaters. This made the movie go on to become the worst preview at the box office since New Mutants in 2020, which only opened at $750,000 during the peak of the pandemic in August of 2020. Morbius's opening also comes below every single MCU release since last year. Though it'll be a few days until Morbius's full weekend total can be tallied, the Thursday night total is definitely a very rough start. The film doesn't really have anything working in its favor at this point, with the negative reviews, multiple delays, and the director discussing the post-credit scene in full detail before the film even debuted. There just isn't anything to look forward to. Next, Marvel might have ended the Daredevil MCU canon dispute. Marvel took its first steps into television last year with WandaVision, but it turned out that that wasn't the first MCU set series to release. In the years before Disney+, Marvel TV had multiple series on Netflix, ABC, and more. Though they supposedly took place in the MCU, they were never mentioned in the films. But No Way Home and Hawkeye recently broke the internet when Charlie Cox's Daredevil and Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk made the jump from the Netflix series Daredevil to the MCU. But even then, some people argued that they were playing variants of those characters. I mean, come on. But an official page on the company's site might just have ended the debate. The official Marvel site may have put a stop to the discussion as a report of the character's on-screen history referred to the sequence of events in the Netflix series, The Defenders, along with No Way Home. Up next, Sydney Sweeney speaks about Marvel role. Sony is eagerly looking forward to expanding its cinematic universe, especially after the disappointing release of Morbius. Along with Aaron Taylor Johnson's Kraven the Hunter and possibly Venom 3, Dakota Johnson will also be leading a new project called Madame Web. She even got her first co-star for the movie, Sydney Sweeney. Following her work on the award-winning HBO series Euphoria alongside Spider-Man's Zendaya, Sweeney is taking on a Marvel project of her own. This will be arguably her biggest role yet. While what character she'll be playing is a mystery, fans are expecting her to be a big part of Sony's plans for the foreseeable future. Now, in a recent interview with Variety, Sweeney spoke a bit about her upcoming role in Madame Web. She revealed that she liked to go for roles that are totally different from each other and are challenging for her as an actor. That's a wrap for this video. See you in the next one.